A blast of wintry weather has led to a significant dump of snow in the Sea to Sky region, and Environment Canada says it's about to get colder. Our Alana Kelly has more from search and rescue teams bracing for an increase in calls.
In the dark and cold on Christmas Day, volunteers spent 10 hours rescuing a hiker who got lost in the mountains north of St. Mark's Summit. This was one of 3 calls North Shore Rescue received in 33 hours.
People want to get the most out of it, and unfortunately, oftentimes go a little bit too far.
As the winter weather ramps up, so too does their calls for help.
Now that winter's here, I certainly anticipate that we'll get a bit busier.
Whistler and Pemberton search and rescue teams are also bracing for the increase.
The more that go out, it seems the increase in incidents seem to happen, but it's really the lack of preparedness for the most part.
Avalanche risk should be top of mind for everyone.
It's avalanche country out there in a lot of locations, even though you're on a well-established trail and many other people have gone there. It doesn't mean that you should go there.
Learning how to self-rescue and taking the proper equipment is key.
If you are caught in an avalanche, your best chance of survival is the people that you're with.
At this time of year, suffocating in the snow is a risk.
You typically find yourself in a head-down position and you can't get out of it. Recommended that you ski with a buddy or travel with a buddy.
People trying to brave Forest Service roads should think twice.
Forest Service roads are not maintained in the wintertime. They're putting themselves at risk, and then also the risk to our team if we have to go out and save them.
There is an avalanche program tying together all the rescue resources in the Sea to Sky.
It's in place because we sense that something will come up today. If a call comes into any one of the organizations, they can call upon the rest of the organizations to come immediately.
All of this new snow combined with strong winds will keep the avalanche danger elevated inbounds and in the backcountry in the Sea to Sky region. Alana Kelly, CBC News, Squamish.
All right, let's take a look at those weather conditions, beginning with a warning. Environment Canada has issued several snowfall warnings for northern BC. And of course, on those higher mountain passes, we're going to see a lot of snow with a storm expected to intensify overnight. And taking a peek at those forecasts, -21, so very chilly for Fort St. John overnight, -18 and snowy in Prince George. On the island, a bit more precipitation mixed in with your forecast for Tofino, a low of 2 overnight, and in Victoria, going under that freezing mark at -1 overnight with those snow flurries. Heading into tomorrow, Dease Lake, you're sitting about a -15. In Fort St. John, warming right up to a -5. And in Williams Lake, -5, similar conditions. Much sunnier in Kelowna with a mix of sun and clouds, but still those chillier conditions with a -5 expected for tomorrow. 6 is your expected high in Victoria. And here in Metro Vancouver, 4 is our expected high for tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds, but that snow and rain seems to be staying away until it will return a little later on next week. Boxing Day saw massive crowds at many malls and stores across the Lower Mainland that some experts say harken back to pre-pandemic days. Troy Charles has the latest.
At Metrotown in Burnaby, Boxing Day was busy with a capital B. Shoppers packing the hallways in a post-Christmas frenzy. It was more of the same in downtown Vancouver at Pacific Centre. Crowds looking reminiscent to the 90s, when malls were the place to be.
It's definitely coming back, because last year, there was no deals whatsoever, but this year it might actually be worth it to get out.
Robson is pretty packed. The store that I work to was you can barely walk.
Some experts say Canadians are responsible for a Boxing Week resurgence.
It seems like consumers are spending fairly heavily on the event holidays.
But how are the deals?
And I got, 40% off?
Yeah,
on the jersey, yeah.
The deals are comparable, if not a little sharper than last year, because They know the consumer is frugal this year. The consumer is very tight with their money.
Vivi Data, an organization that collects and analyzes consumer behavior in Canada, says roughly 8.6 million Canadians are expected to participate in Boxing Week this year. According to Vivid Data, across Canada, it's British Columbians who enjoy Boxing Week the most, adding that Vancouver residents are 33% more likely than the average Canadian to shop Boxing Week.
The area where there's year-over-year growth is the higher income group, about $100,000 to $150,000 household income.
He adds Canadian shoppers these days are much more digitally engaged through product reviews, social media content, and influencers.
Loads of deals are available online. Like, I'm starting my Boxing Week shopping like the week before Christmas. Like, it starts earlier and earlier every year.
Even with the rise of online activity, the next generation of holiday shoppers seem to be showing up.
We're usually there at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. and we stay until about 12 and then we go home. So it's become a tradition with, I guess, my sister and my mom.
That's music to the ears of BC's retail industry, still trying to carve out its place in a post-pandemic world. Troy Charles, CBC News, Vancouver.
A White Rock City councillor is helping make the community's popular New Year's Day polar bear swim more accessible. Susan Baines has arranged for a wheelchair-accessible mat to be rolled out this year. The mat will lead directly to the chilly waters of White Rock Beach, allowing more people to take the plunge.
We are planning for the polar bear plunge. Perhaps it wasn't thought about before, but because I want to do it and I'm a wheelchair user, I'm finding a way and showing the possibilities that there's ways to do it.
Baines hopes the changes will increase turnout for the event and serve as a reminder that public event planning should always include people with lived experience of disability. Every year, the Salvation Army in Vancouver provides Christmas meals to those in need. We dropped by as volunteers got ready to serve more than 400 people. Take a look.
Today we do our annual Christmas meal service. It's free for our community and we're just really grateful that we're able to provide warm, delicious food. We always have turkey and cranberry sauce and all the yummy stuff and with lots of stuffing and dessert for apple pie for anyone in the community that's in need.
We're usually serving at the back, scooping potatoes, but today I get to serve. So we actually take the meals and we serve the clients that have come in and they get a beautiful turkey dinner. I think today they've cooked 45 turkeys. We also bring them their apple pie, bring them their drinks, and just wish them a Merry Christmas.
A lot of things are closed on Christmas Day, so we used to be one of the events, places that open for people to celebrate. And it's not only just the food, it's the experience and to have a dignified space for them to celebrate.
It's just amazing what they do down here at the Salvation Army, and it's a privilege to come down here and serve.
Lithium-ion batteries are used to power up many daily items like smartphones, toys, tools, and even e-scooters. Unfortunately, if not handled correctly, they can also catch fire or even explode. But as Chad Pawson reports, waste sorters have taken on an initiative to prevent waste batteries from starting large industrial fires.
Piles of paper packaging crushed together for recycling. There's hard and soft plastics too, collected here in Richmond every day. But lurking in those piles could be something that doesn't belong, something that could cause this facility to go up in flames.
So what I've got here is a treasure trove, unfortunately, of items that we receive at this facility that people have mistakenly put into their Blue Box program.
These devices all contain lithium-ion batteries, great for powering toys, cell phones, and other everyday items, but if improperly charged, stored, or crushed, can explode and cause fires. That's what happened here in 2020, a major fire with the suspected cause a battery. Fires like these have forced facilities to install sophisticated and expensive systems that can detect and help put out small fires before they get out of control.
If there is a hot spot, to actually target that hotspot and extinguish it before it becomes much larger. And as you can see, there's a lot of material here, and it could be catastrophic.
Batteries are ending up in the garbage too and causing fires here as well.
It's one of our top hazards, and staff are trained to look out for it, but it's unfortunately very preventable damage. If we put a little bit more effort into keeping the materials out that don't belong in waste, we can really minimize that risk.
What officials want is for consumers to be more aware, especially at this time of year when gifts could include the batteries.
There are many places where we don't necessarily anticipate batteries to be, and it's important to make sure that those are captured and returned and recycled responsibly at end of life.
Know before you throw is what officials want consumers to do by understanding what batteries are in devices, that they don't belong in a blue box or garbage can, but at recycling centers in locations across the province. Chad Pawson, CBC News, Coquitlam.
Coming up, as the conflict between Russia and Ukraine continues, Prime Minister Mark Carney has pledged more economic aid for Ukraine. That's next. Stay with us. Russia launched another large-scale wave of air attacks across much of Ukraine last night and into this morning. Once again, there were more casualties and more midwinter power outages. The CBC's John Northcott reports.
We've seen attacks back and forth between Russia and Ukraine aimed at each other's energy infrastructure. But what we saw last night was a 10-hour barrage of the city of Kyiv and the surrounding area. According to the President, Volodymyr Zelensky, he said some 500 drones and 40 missiles were employed. Several people killed, many more injured. Zelensky, in assessing the damage, saying simply that if the world wants to see at this holiday season what Russia thinks of any potential peace process, he should look to the skies and look to the missiles, and pleaded to the West for more resources to be able to keep his people safe. John Northcott, CBC News, London.
Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met with Prime Minister Mark Carney in Halifax today. The Prime Minister announced Canada will provide a further $2.5 billion in economic aid for Ukraine. CBC's JP Tasker has the latest from Washington.
At a bilateral meeting in Halifax, Prime Minister Mark Carney pledged Canada's support for Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's plan to end the Russian war, while condemning Moscow's latest missile strike.
The barbarism that we saw overnight, the attack on Kyiv, shows just how important it is that we stand with Ukraine during this difficult time, and that we create the conditions for this just and lasting peace and a true reconstruction.
To help with that reconstruction, Carney is promising $2.5 billion more in support for Ukraine, bringing Canada's total commitment to nearly $25 billion in gifts and loans since this war started.
We need to stop this war in any way, and we need two things, pressure on Russia and sufficient strong support for Ukraine.
For Zelensky, part of that strong support includes security guarantees from the United States and other Western allies. That's something the leaders discussed with their European counterparts on a video call, binding commitments to provide military support to deter future Russian aggression. Zelensky's next stop is Palm Beach, Florida, for a meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump. The most sensitive issue, what to do about land. Russia wants Ukraine to give up some of its territory in the east. Zelensky has long opposed that, but it seems his stance has softened somewhat. He's now saying a demilitarized economic zone in contested areas could be an option. While a Trump-Zelensky breakthrough on these and other issues would be a step in the right direction, experts say in the end, peace really depends on Russia.
The harsh reality is that there is no progress when it comes to Putin ending the war. I mean, Putin has made it very clear, including in just the past few days, that he wants everything. He wants all the territory. He wants it recognized as Russian. He wants to change the Ukrainian government. He wants a demilitarized Ukraine, perpetual neutrality, no security guarantees, no European troop presence.
Kurt Volker, Trump's former special representative for Ukraine, tells me it's time for the Americans to ramp up the pressure on Putin, including stiff sanctions and a steady supply of high-powered weapons like Tomahawk missiles for Zelensky and his troops. JP Tasker, CBC News, Washington.
Thailand and Cambodia have reached a new ceasefire, the second attempt at ending border fighting that erupted in July. The last 20 days of fighting have seen more than 500,000 people displaced. A previous ceasefire had been in effect until then. The ASEAN bloc of nations will monitor this truce. The two countries have disagreed for a century on the precise path their 800-kilometer border should take. Efforts to resolve those disputes will continue. Here we have a live shot of Grouse Mountain tonight, all decked out in a fresh layer of snow just in time for the holidays. A perfect scene for any winter sports enthusiast. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Amy Bell, and this is your CBC Inbox.
CBC is a returning partner of the Push International Performing Arts Festival, January 22nd to February 8th. The festival features presentations of groundbreaking contemporary works of theater, dance, music, and multimedia. And ring in the new year with CBC. Watch a special live broadcast on New Year's Eve on CBC Gem, CBC TV, and the CBC News BC streaming channel. Coverage begins at 5 p.m.
A unique protest erupted in Slovenia's capital. One demonstrator's hope strikes a chord with City Council. Yes, accordion players took to the streets with their instruments. Their grievance, a temporary Christmas season ban on unregistered street musicians. The protesters say traditional Slovenian music is already struggling to be heard. City Council says it was responding to complaints from residents and visitors. And in case you're wondering, the musical protest was approved. We here at CBC are continuing to make the season kind before the end of the year. Already, communities from across the country have showed up in a big way to support their local food banks. This year, we have so far collected just over $2.6 million, surpassing last year's donation total. And there's still time until the end of December to donate online. You can still join us in giving and making the season kind by visiting cbc.ca/kind or text KIND to 20222. That is your late news for Saturday, December 27th. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. For news at any hour, you can always visit our website at cbc.ca/bc. Thanks so much. We'll see you.